What is up? So my parts finally came in for my Mega Moto with to finish up stage 1. 38 jet and a header that'll replace that old header that is off the chopper. So we're gonna be throwing this in here. I'm gonna be kind of showing y'all how, if y'all don't know, other than the air filter, putting in a new jet. I just want to say I've seen this a lot on a lot of groups and Facebook or whatever, but the way that these ain't really welded good. This one seems to be welded okay, but I've seen where some they ain't welded all the way around, but this one looks fine. So a couple of things you want to do before breaking open the bowl in the carburetor. I suggest turn your fuel off, starting the bike up, and let it run so you ain't got as much fuel leaking, you ain't wasting as much fuel, whatever, you ain't get fuel everywhere. In this video, I got a couple of things to do. Like I said, replace the jet, the header, and then replace the chain because it's chunky. I think I got one, as you can see in there, you know, it's chunky. It ain't riding right. So I do believe I have an extra chain. So if I do, we'll be throwing a new one on that. But basically, why do you need a jet whenever you put on a performance air filter and an exhaust? Well, basically, deleting the air box and putting this on here will obviously have more air to be sucked through. When the more air is sucked through, you need more fuel. So that's why you get a bigger jet. I believe that these come stock with a 35. And when I got is a 38. I do believe that's correct. It might not be. The best thing to do is just get the whole... Oh, howdy. The best thing to do is just to get the whole kit. Believe it's jet, air filter adapter, and a header with new hardware for your exhaust or your header. Oh my goodness, cat. And I think all that together is like around 70 bucks or something. Or you can order each individual thing. I think the air filter alone with the jet and everything like that is 35. And then with the header is, the header I got, which is a center exit stage 3, is a, it was 40, I do believe. So yeah, I'm gonna start with popping off the chain, and I'm gonna show y'all what it's doing in high RPMs. All right, I got it fired up here. It's been warming up for a minute. I'm gonna release this choke a little bit. And I just listen when I get high in the RPM, you'll hear it cut out. And then it dies. So hopefully with this bigger jet, we're gonna be able to push more fuel, which means more air. So we're having a more equivalent, equal thing mix. And then for why I got a header, basically, as you can see just a second ago, this is it's basically looks like they took a header, they cut it, and they shoved this piece of pipe in there and then drilled it in, which this pipe is the same pipe I have on the Rev bike, the header part. Excuse the mess, I gotta clean it up. But basically same pipe, but with this old one I cut it right here, and then I had to cut it right there to get it to fit this bike. So hopefully this bike won't have much trouble. It's supposed to come out the middle. So yeah, we're about to see. So I do believe the first thing I'm gonna do is the jet, and then we'll go to the exhaust. All right, so real simple to remove this bowl and jet. All you need is a 10 for the bowl bolt, and then you need a little flathead screwdriver to get the jet out. So first thing we're gonna do is just pop this bowl bolt off. Make sure you have the fuel off. I didn't really run it that long, so it's gonna be fuel in it. So just watch yourself. If you care about your paint, maybe let it run for a little while longer to try to get that fuel out. So just put that in a cleaner place. Now be careful because you will rip this here, which I've ripped them before. So just be careful on that. And then you're going to put your screwdriver up there. Be careful with this because you can easily strip out your jet. So make sure you're on it. And then when you strip out your jet, it's no fun. So make sure your bike is in a good position also. Alright, I now have the jet to where it's almost out. So once you get to a certain point, am I running it back in or running it back out? Oh, I just ran it back in. Well, I almost had it out. But basically, you'll get to a point where you can feel it just kind of go up and down, and it's not just going to fall right out. So I do believe it's at that point. And basically, just going to give it a couple knocks. And there you go. Your jet has been removed, which I lost mine. Make sure you find your old jets so you can still use them. Right here, you have, I forgot what these are called. They're some kind of tube. I think a motion tube. I'm not sure, but when you get a kit, it does not come with a new one of these, so make sure you keep these. Not 100% which way this one fell out, but if I had to guess, well, it's one of the two. I think it's that way, because it'd be odd doing it this way. So yeah, I'm going to put it back in that way. So, like I said, keep your old jets. I'm going to come over here and get my new one out. And there's my old jet. I'm gonna just see and compare them. See if it's actually a different size. But yeah, removing that jet can be a little tedious, just because, well, it's brass and it's usually pretty tight up in there. And if someone has had it out before, they have probably stripped it. So it just keeps getting harder and harder. So, well, actually, hold on, look at this. This old jet. Let me set this new jet down. On this old jet, it looked like someone cross-threaded it up in there. I don't know if y'all could see that. But it looks like someone just shoved it on up in there. But this is the new jet. All good and shiny. So I'm going to look, see if I can see a difference. Oh yeah, definitely a bigger difference. So this will put more fuel in, make more boom, more power. So I'm going to get this put back up in here. I'm going to see which way is the more logical way to... Yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to get this put in, and I'll get back to you. All right, so whenever you get the bowl back on, I advise... Yes, I'm laying down. I was laying down to see how the jet went up there. I advise to turn the fuel on. Make sure, one, your float's working. Make sure you ain't got no leaks, because who wants to do all this? Get it back together, be all excited to go ride, and find out there's a leak. So just feel around, check for there's no leaks. And, yeah, I'm going to say that's good. I'm going to be watching it while I put the exhaust on. So now we're going to go over to the exhaust and make sure this new one fits. Alright, so whenever you get a new exhaust, should be a couple of things that come with it. And one of them is a new gasket. Because when you take this one off, high chance that you're going to rip it. New lock washers, which I don't think... Yeah, these didn't come with lock washers from factory. And new nuts. So, the stock ones are 13. I do believe them are also a 13. They do kind of look like 1/2. But, yeah, I'm going to get these removed. These can be a little harder to get to. So, yeah, I'm going to get these removed. And I'm going to show y'all why I can't use this exhaust. Other than the fact that that happens. Alright, so one of the main reasons I didn't run this exhaust well is because you can see it had a big leak. And that was right here. It didn't blow a tremendous amount of air out, but it had enough to where I was kind of nervous about it burning up the exhaust valve. So said, hey, I need a jet anyway, might as well get an exhaust. So yeah, I could still use this one if it was an emergency or a motor I don't really care about. But I'm not really worried about it, so I'm just gonna put it over to the side and remove this old gasket. Yeah, you can see it was kind of starting to burn there a little bit. So I'm not really just gonna get all wipey down mode into that. So next, grab my bag and get this old gasket, or this new gasket, not the old one, and go ahead and get these nuts and washers out. So I'm gonna put on the new gasket, maybe, okay. Alright, looking good. And I'm going to put these down here. And I hope this fits. I really do. I have my doubts. Okay. It fits pretty good. Fits the curvature of the frame. That's what I was worried about. But man, that fits really good. So if you got a Megamoto, go to Go Power Sports and get a a stage 3 center exit pipe or whatever. So I'm gonna get these bolts back in there so we get it tightened down, and I'm gonna start it up and see if it's still cutting out like it was. All right, so I got the header back on. I just wanted to show you how good that looks coming out the back there. That just looks awesome. It looks a little bit better than it coming out the side. And the one thing I was worried about with it coming out the side is, well, the air's coming out right, and it's just sucking it all back up. Maybe really just by idling, maybe not going down the road, but still. So I really do recommend if any of y'all to get a header bracket. I didn't have enough money to get one. I do now, but I'm not really worried about it. Haven't broke that one, which that one does have a header brace on it, but before. So yeah, I'm gonna start this thing up, and hopefully it does start a little bit easier than it did before. With hopefully it starts in general. So yeah, I missed the sound. So these stage 3 pipes, or any stage pipe, just sounds so good. I kind of want to get a trumpet in for one, but I gotta measure diameter. Anyway, let's just get this thing started. All right, so still just checking for leaks. Looks good. As you heard, before I put the jet in, really whenever it got to high RPM and you let out of it, it would just die, coming down on deceleration. So the jet really helped coming back down. I haven't really checked for leaks yet, but I do think we're good. I got them good and tight. Lock washers are locked. But yeah, that took me about 10 minutes. Like I said, it's very tedious to get this to get that jet out of there, but we got it out. This and this came off the Junk Predator, and it's a billet, I think it is, intake, and I just had to trim it down a little bit to get past that frame, and my air filter does not go all the way on. Don't hate on me like for that. It'll be fine. But yeah, I just really like the way that pipe just fits the bike now. Don't get me wrong, I did like the out the side pipe, but that just looks so much better. So yeah, now all I gotta do is to ride is just get a chain. I feel like I think I've bought about 5 chains for this bike, at least. So I might just throw the old one on, ride it around. But yeah, I did test it before I put this jet and exhaust on. I was right at 33, and that was with it cutting out. So hopefully we can get up into the 35s to low 36s. So that would be awesome. I'd really like that to happen. Oh, the big block build. I think I'm gonna be in this one short with just the one episode. I don't really feel like putting money into it because I didn't get a frame to put it on. I did cut the part off the chopper, and it fit good, other than the fact that I'd have to run a jack shaft, because with it sitting on the plate as far over as it goes, the crank is like right here, and even with the clutch flipped, you'd still not be able to hit that sprocket. So yeah, that's in for that. Might still fix up the motor and try to sell it. The motors do go for pretty good. But yeah, that's really it for this video. Let me know if y'all enjoyed it. Let me know if you all find this helpful. I'm not the best teacher, but I know a little bit what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you want to pick yourself up a jet or any stage 1 kit or whatever for your bike, you can go to Go Power Sports, OMB Warehouse, Amazon. Amazon works. If you got Prime, it's faster if it does ship through Prime. But yeah, that's really it. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Probably ride tomorrow. Might get a clip of me riding it tomorrow. Post a video tomorrow just to see the difference. But yeah, let me know if y'all enjoyed this video. Leave a like and comment. Let me know what y'all thought. And I'll see you guys on the next video.